Have you ever felt like you're walking alone, even while surrounded by people? You try to share your heart, your faith, your hope, but they just don't get it. It's as if you're speaking a different language. And the harder you try to stay kind and connected, the more you feel torn between being true to yourself and not pushing people away. Maybe it's a friend who constantly mocks what you believe. Maybe it's your own family who rolls their eyes every time you talk about peace, purpose, or change. You wonder, can I really love them without losing myself in the process? And the answer is, yes, you can. Because love doesn't mean surrendering your truth. It means standing firm in who you are, while still offering compassion to those who don't understand it yet. That's not weakness, that's strength. That's what real love looks like. It doesn't bend to fit in. It stands tall so others can find shelter under it. You were not made to conform to the chaos around you. You were made to shine in the middle of it. There's a quiet battle happening inside many hearts right now, a tug of war between wanting to be accepted by people and wanting to stay true to your purpose. You can love people without aligning yourself to their bitterness, to their doubt, to their destructive choices. You don't have to take on their darkness to prove that you care. In fact, the greatest way to love someone is by being a light they can look to when everything else gets dark. But make no mistake, that's not always going to be easy. You might feel lonely in your stance. You might feel misunderstood. But don't let that discourage you. Jesus never called us to blend in. He called us to transform the atmosphere, not absorb it. The power to do that comes when you love people without compromising your peace. And I know it hurts when those closest to you just can't see what you see. You feel the presence of something greater in your life. You feel called to walk a different path, to live with meaning, to speak with love, to carry a quiet confidence that this world can't give and doesn't always understand. But they don't see it. They don't feel it. And that aches. You wonder, why can't they feel the peace I feel? You question, what can I do to make them believe? But here's the truth. It's not your job to change them. Your job is to live as a witness. You plant the seeds through the way you live, the way you speak, and even more importantly, through the way you treat them when they disagree with you. Transformation isn't something you force, it's something you allow. And it happens in God's timing, not yours. So breathe. You are not failing because someone else hasn't had their moment of awakening yet. Trust the process. Trust the unseen hand that is still moving, even when nothing seems to be changing. Every act of patience, every time you choose peace instead of reaction, every silent prayer you whisper over them, that's real power. That's kingdom work. Sometimes the most powerful sermons are the ones you never speak out loud. They're just lived day by day in how you forgive, how you show up, how you keep the door of your heart open even when others don't knock. Don't give up hope. Don't give up on people, even if they've given up on themselves. Just because they're not transformed yet doesn't mean the story is over. Jesus never rushed anyone's journey. He walked with them, met them where they were, and waited patiently for their hearts to open. You can do the same. But to do that, you need to stay connected to your own source of strength. This world will drain you fast. The pressure to keep it all together. The anxiety of not being enough. The weight of everyone else's opinions. You might feel like you have to be strong for everyone, while inside you're breaking. But let me tell you something radical. You don't have to be strong all the time. In fact, your power doesn't come from your own strength at all. It comes from knowing where to run when you're weak. Jesus taught us that real strength is found in dependence, not on the world, not on your achievements, not even on your own willpower, but on something higher, deeper, eternal. He invites us into a relationship where we can come as we are, tired, uncertain, and even afraid, and leave with peace, clarity, and courage. We weren't made to carry this life on our own. We weren't designed to be self-sufficient machines, pretending we have it all figured out. We were made to live in connection with a God who sees the whole picture even when we don't. And in that connection, we find something the world can't replicate: unshakable stability. Not a life free from hardship, but a heart free from fear. Because when your strength comes from the one who never changes, your peace doesn't have to depend on your circumstances. when the storms come, and you'll still be standing, not because you were strong enough, but because you stayed connected. So don't run from your need. Don't be ashamed of your weakness. Let it be the very thing that brings you closer to the one who offers rest. Every time you take a breath and whisper, "I can't do this without you," heaven listens. That moment of surrender is not weakness, it's power. It's where the transformation begins. It's where clarity returns. It's where peace flows. So stay in that space. Make it your daily rhythm. Let every decision, every conversation, every challenge be a moment to reconnect. He is not distant. He is near, closer than the noise, stronger than the fear, more faithful than the failures. And if you let him, he will lead you, one moment at a time, into the life you were always meant to live. You see, in that stillness, something sacred happens. Your heart resets. Your mind realigns. And you begin to remember what the world makes you forget, that you are deeply loved, completely known, and never alone. That no matter what injustice you've endured, no matter what wounds you carry, there is a love deep enough to heal even that. You may question, is it really possible for my broken places to be restored? Yes. Not just restored, but transformed. There's a reason Jesus didn't just preach about love. He lived it through pain, through sacrifice, through scars. And because he carried the weight of all injustice, he understands your pain in a way no one else can. He doesn't overlook it. He absorbs it. And when you offer it back to him, not with polished words, but with trembling honesty, he doesn't reject it. He holds it. He heals it. He turns it into something beautiful. So give him your past. Give him your disappointments. Even give him the parts of you that still doubt. Not because you've figured it all out, but because you trust that he can do something greater with your story than you ever could. Your pain is not wasted. Every scar carries a story, and in his hands, that story becomes a testimony that sets others free. The parts of you that felt abandoned, the moments you thought you wouldn't survive, they become reminders of who carried you through it all. You are not defined by the darkness you walk through. You are defined by the light that never left you in it. And yes, you will face storms. You will be pressed, tested, and at times even broken. But you will not be destroyed, because you are anchored in something eternal. Jesus didn't promise us a life without hardship, but he did promise that we wouldn't have to face it alone. Your strength doesn't come from pretending you're invincible. It comes from knowing that even when everything is shaking, you won't be moved. Because your foundation isn't your job, your relationships, or your plans. It's him. And he cannot be shaken. The storms may roar, but they do not have the final say. Your identity is not in the storm. It's in the one who calms it. And for those of you who are praying for your families, for your children, for those who have wandered far, know this: the story is not over. God's reach extends beyond what you can see. Just because someone seems distant from faith doesn't mean they're beyond his grace. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep living in a way that radiates hope. Your life becomes the invitation. Your peace becomes the question in their heart. And one day, even if not today, the seeds you planted in love will bloom. Don't stop watering them with kindness. Don't stop covering them in prayer. And while you wait, don't lose yourself in worry. Keep growing. Keep flourishing in your calling. The more rooted you become, the more others will be drawn to the stability and joy you carry. So today, as you return to your life, maybe to chaos, maybe to calm, carry this truth with you. You are not random. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are loved. You are part of a much bigger plan. Let his voice define you more than the world's opinions. Let his love shape your confidence, not your achievements. And never be ashamed of your scars. They are evidence of the battles you survived. They are reminders that even in the breaking, you are being remade. One day, you will look back and see how every piece of your journey, even the painful ones, were being woven into something deeply beautiful. Your identity is not in your past. Your worth is not in your performance. Your strength is not in your perfection. It's in your connection to the one who made you, walks with you, and calls you his own. And as you keep saying yes to Him, day by day, moment by moment, your life will reflect a kind of peace, purpose, and power that the world cannot manufacture. It will reflect Him, and others will take notice. So rise today, not just with motivation, but with mission. You are covered. You are called. You are never alone. Let your soul echo, Amen, so be it. And tomorrow, return again to that quiet place. He'll be waiting.